Okay, I'm not gonna lie, college was rough. It took me 6 years to finish a 4-year degree. And I know that's faster than a lot of people, but it was rough. I struggled. I did not want to finish college. I quit and then I got a part-time minimum wage job and I was like, hell no. But I did learn a few things along the way. And here they are. One thing that I learned that really changed my life was the importance of communication. And by communication, I don't mean like, I had a conversation today. That's communicating. No, I mean like, if you have a problem with somebody, tell them because they cannot read your mind. That brought my friendships from like 0 to 100. Like just having real conversations with my friends about like how I feel. Like, Sarah, when you chew with your mouth open, that really bothers me. And Sarah was like, oh my god, I didn't know. I'm so glad you told me. And it was like the most chill conversation. And instead of having been irritated, this is just an example. I don't have a friend named Sarah that chews with her mouth open. But if I did, I would have a conversation with her. And she might be like, screw you. I'm gonna keep chewing with my mouth open. And she might be like, oh, sorry, Becca, I didn't know. Either way, you had a conversation. Now you know that person's true colors. And I think it's important to keep in mind, and it's one of those things that I have to remind myself of a lot, is that when you go to a person to express your emotions, you have to also be open to them expressing their emotions and how they felt about the situation, because you might be wrong. You have to be open to the fact that you were wrong and that you're probably wrong a lot and that you most likely misunderstood the situation. Other people might have learned this lesson ages ago, but it wasn't until I was in college that I truly learned how to properly communicate and to give people a safe space to also communicate to me, because I am hard-headed and I think I know things and I don't know anything. Well, except for these things, maybe. Okay, everybody feels differently about this, but this is just my opinion. Once again, something that I learned about myself. If you have a really good friend, do not try to be their roommate. You have a good thing going. Don't ruin it by trying to live with that person. Goodness gracious. I mean, everybody feels differently about this, but that's just how I feel. If I have a good friend, I don't want to be their roommate. My freshman year, there were so many fights in my dorm. It was kind of funny. Like, it was like Jerry Springer stuff going on in my dorm. And as a freshman, I didn't know why. I was just like, these girls are crazy. But after having gone to school for like 6 years, I was like, oh, it makes sense to me now. Anyway, take it or leave it. Like I said, everybody feels differently about that, but proceed with caution. It's okay to be broke. I think college might be the only time in your adult life where it is socially acceptable to have a bank account balance of 25 cents. You spent your money on tuition, you spent your money on books. You came there to study, you didn't come there to go on an eternal shopping spree. I think one of the best memories I had while I was in school was actually when I was with my roommate and we would go to the $2 theater. So the movie was $2. But before we went to the theater, we would go to the Dollar Tree to buy like a snack. So at the end of the day, we were having like the best time for like $4. And she probably really didn't think of it that way, but I thought of it that way. Really? Those were like the best times. Okay, learn to say yes. If you are shy, like I was in the past, this is going to be hard. But saying yes to things that make you nervous, that make you uncomfortable, granted, if those things are safe. I'm not saying say yes to cocaine or Molly or Percocets. I'm just saying like general things that take you out of your comfort zone. Say yes to them, because you may find out that you like something that you didn't know you liked. In college, you might get invited to something and your first instinct might be, oh, that's really not my scene, or those people really aren't my people. But how do you know unless you go and try out the scene and meet the people and have a conversation? Okay, Learn to say yes, and also learn to say no. The people that are not shy, maybe people that are extroverts, may find themselves being put into positions where they don't know how to say no. I think it is hard to find that balance of between I want to try new things and maybe I should just chill, spend time alone, watch Netflix. That's okay too. You did come to college to graduate, to get good grades, and that means sometimes you're going to have to spend time alone. Sometimes you're going to have to say no to that party, no to that event, no to babysitting, no to whatever it may be to get what you need to get done. And last but not least, learn to be alone. I think learning to meditate, learning to pray, learning to be grateful really honestly changed my life. Learning to be alone and worship God. You may not believe in God, but I do. Changed my life. I feel like it pulled me out of some sort of seclusion that I didn't even know I was in and brought me into this space where it helped me to be comfortable in my own skin and comfortable with almost everyone that I come in contact with, even people that maybe before I did not like. And it's funny because it all came from just learning to be alone with God. Like, it's that small thing changed everything.